Second video on the channel. Welcome. I've learned a little something. I've taken the mic off the stand. Leave me a comment below if you think you know why. Also, consider liking or disliking and subscribing for 2 more of these a week. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your stay. So what does the fitness industry have in common with Darksouls PvP? Most people are either Chad strength users or Virgin magic users. There's also dex builds, but we don't talk about those. Allow me to elaborate further. From the dawn of time, humans have valued strength, fitness, and the muscle and aesthetic that comes with it. As hunter-gatherers, fitness was an integral part of life. It meant you got to keep that life or not. Further on in history, the aesthetic of the human body and the idealized proportions were heavily depicted by the Greeks. And while we've relied on our intelligence to lift and move heavy things by creating complicated contraptions or using other creatures who are more capable than us, I don't think I speak for myself when I say that seeing someone lift heavy thing a million years ago and seeing someone lift heavy thing now was and is very impressive. The cultivation of the human body has spawned many subgenres of why I lift heavy thing and how. Strongman, calisthenics, CrossFit, and of course bodybuilding. The most common athlete that you see in the fitness industry nowadays is the latter. Someone who focuses on LHT in a certain manner to look a certain way to convince you that their supplements and their very unique training program is what is going to get you looking like a Belgian blue cow. All you need is your credit card information and the security number on the back. That's why we have something called a fitness industry. Chads and chadettes that are being birthed every day and alternate between suckling on the forbidden juice and Gymshark's teeth, who are ready to show you all of the secrets for a price. But getting fit and strong is not easy. Do you remember what I said in the beginning of the video? What does the fitness industry have in common with Dark Souls PvP? Well, not unlike in Dark Souls PvP, a lot of people love to cheat. Sure, everyone has a catalyst or a staff in their back pocket in case they need to cast an illusory spell like fake weight.
People are speculating, is it fake plates? Is it real weights?
Or time stop,
that you only get 3 hours of sleep when you weigh 300 pounds,
or lighting and flex.
But the truth is, it took me 5 seconds of contracting my abs.
But the actual magic builds of the fitness industry are very strange. Unlike their Dark Souls counterpart, their intelligence stat is not very high, yet they are still able to cast illusions and buffs. Maybe they are using something more similar to pyromancy in Dark Souls 1.
Pyromancers are considered rather unsavory.
Similarly to a Dark Beat user, they brag about how they beat the game when they didn't even engage with a combat system. These people tried to look the part, but there's something quite not right. As you see on my screen, I'm talking about the intramuscular oil barons and the average body modification enjoyer. They cast the Chameleon spell, but their intelligence is so low that they don't realize there's an issue with it and are very much unaware of the newly acquired, sometimes severe debuff. But on a serious note, I don't want to go on much about them because I think in most cases they are victims. The world around us puts expectations of who we should be, what we should be doing, and how we should look. For some, those expectations are overwhelming and they allow themselves to value their worth based on them. So in order to have value and fit in, they go to extreme lengths without realizing that they're doing more harm than good. So let's get back to the people that I have no issues ripping into because I think they are lying and greedy assholes. When you have a monetary incentive to look a certain way in order to sell a product, you are more likely to help the process along the way. The Chad strength build will tell you, yeah man, I got to 99 strength on my first playthrough. It's all about the grind. What's that? That seems extremely unlikely. I was putting on my silver serpent ring, shield of wand, and symbol of avarice after every mob, man. I promise. What about all the other stats? Their lies would be fairly obvious, right? Well, it's not as obvious in real life. Unless you've been working out for a few years yourself, it's hard to understand the amount of discipline and consistency that goes into getting strong, keeping fit, and still not looking anything like any of these people. And if you're still struggling with one of the proverbial bosses of fitness like the squat, you're more inclined to believe them when they tell you that they beat the game by doing this and consuming that. You might even think that they've done so legitimately. Maybe you should buy what they're offering, so you can also progress in the game and maybe you can beat it. Luckily, people from within the industry are speaking out. Some of them are juice enjoyers themselves who say that, look, if you're going to be sipping on the juice, at least tell people you are doing so they understand how you manage to one-shot win the final boss with your fists. Others are attacking the Hydra, or should I say the Gym Hydra. You see, like the Gymshark, and anyway, they're calling out companies like Gymshark and their athletes for their questionable stats that they have for their level. Gymshark is certainly not the only company that's perpetuating the problem, but it's definitely one of the more recognizable ones. As a side note, don't even get me started on Hollywood as a whole. All I'll say is I wish someone took Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's phone away, talking about drive and power when he's sipping on the juice like there's no tomorrow. But Tio, he's motivating people to be better. Yeah, like Gary Vee motivates you to be richer.
You know what I think is a better advantage? Being born into nothing.
Anyway, people are speaking out against all the cheaters, and I'm very grateful, because if you get fooled into thinking that the standards that these people are setting are achievable, you'll probably end up quitting altogether before you put in enough time to realize the truth and see through their lies. You should want to work out and stay fit for numerous reasons, even if it's just to be more confident about the way you look. But it should be a conflict between you and the progress you're making every day, not about the extra hours you're sleeping every night, the 36 hours a day that you're not grinding, or the aesthetic physique that you're not achieving because you're clearly not sipping on the juice. If you're starting out and you're looking for advice, keep a critical eye when it comes to what their video focuses on, how realistic is their approach, if they embellish their achievements, and how eager are they to sell you a product. I personally would recommend the channel Hybrid Calisthenics. I think it has good things for entry level because Hampton teaches you a lot about the fundamentals of working out in general, all while sipping some tasty tea. No metaphors this time. But if you do start to look for advice on the internet, you will sooner or later get wrapped up in the fitness industry. But hopefully, because of videos like this or somebody else's video, you'll be able to spot those cheaters, stay away from them, and just like in the courtyard behind Pontiff, you'll be able to sit back and just enjoy the entertainment. Talk's over, Tio out.